How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a while, I know. I've actually taken some time off to kind of orient myself, really prepare for grad school and everything like that. Today's video, though, I know it's been quite a while, I thought I would go over my American MilSim airsoft gear. Just because, for no other reason than I think it's cool. So yeah, let's get started. I figured we would start with clothes, and then gear, and then guns. First off, I'm just go ahead and head down. First off, we have my hat, my Coalition of Sovereign Territories hat, my call sign, so OD green, or Ranger green, I guess. This is the color of the cost faction, so I bought a green hat. That's it. It's just a green hat. I also have this Ranger green gaiter. I've been to two American MilSim events so far this year. Central Front and the Northern Front. Central Front in Alton, Illinois, and Northern Front in Mouston, Wisconsin. Those were both fun. I learned early during Eastern Front, or during Central Front, kind of getting all my fronts mixed up. I learned early during Central Front that, you know, you're out all day in the sun, and so if you burn really easily, this is a good thing to have, this neck gaiter, so you can wear it, you know, and cover your neck. But, I mean, it works really well. It keeps you cool. At some point during the day in Northern Front, I stopped noticing that I was wearing it, and it was just, I guess I got so used to it being on my neck. Next up is my shirt. I'm going to take it off the hanger. This is my combat top. This is an Ido Gear combat top from Amazon. They make good for the price stuff. I bought a $30 shirt, I don't remember what the brand was, for Central Front in Illinois, and after the first day I noticed that the fabric had started to bleach and started to wear, so it was really discolored and it looked like sweat, but I washed it 2 or 3 times and it didn't come out. So yeah, I still have the shirt, I didn't throw it away, but I'm going to use it as a spare for whenever, you know, this one gets disgusting. But this is an Ido Gear. Really good, high quality fabric. The only thing I don't like is how it has the 2 strips of Velcro instead of just the solid. It's even on the shoulder as well, which kind of sucks, especially if you have smaller patches like my call sign patch for my shirts. As you can see, they're like half of the actual patch is covered with Velcro, so it makes it kind of difficult. They've got space for like built-in elbow pads and stuff. So I mean, it's a really good high quality shirt for the price. It was like $45 or something when I bought it. It's you know, good fabric. You know, I've worn this multiple times and no staining, no fading of the fabric so far, which is really good, and I really like that. One of the cool things is that it's got a pencil or pen holder right here. See, I can just, I'm gonna grab a pen off my desk and just bloop. Now I have a pen. You know, it's one of those things you don't really care, but it's cool. Next, we will go to my pants. Now these are also Ido Gear. However, these are the Ido Gear G1s. So these are the first edition combat pants, you can see. I have a pair of the G3s in multicam, which is more of the Cry version, more of the modern Cry version, I should say. I really like these. They're thick fabric, you know, they don't wear, they have the knee pads, you know, the removable knee pads and stuff. They're great. The only thing I don't like is I'm 6'7", right? So I have to be careful when I buy pants because sometimes they'll fit correctly and sometimes they won't. Unfortunately, the G1s, the V1s, the G1s, whatever you want to call them, the knee pad rides just a little too high. So when I'm kneeling, I'm typically kneeling on the lower edge of this knee pad or even the foam down in here. Now my G3s or my V3s from Ido Gear are perfect. They have I can't show you on here, but the same fabric that's like here on the shirt. They've got this kind of fabric on the knee pads and on the butt, so it's a little stretchier, and it sits down farther too, which is nice. So I don't have an issue with these. I love these pants. Just wish, the knee pads sat a little lower down. Next, I will go over gear. First, I'm going to cover my micro chest rig, which I got specifically because I ran a full plate carrier at Central Front and I got really hot. I almost actually heat catted the first day, which would have been terrible because I've done it once and so I'm prone to do it again. But yeah, I got this micro chest rig. So this is like a knockoff like Haley Strategic, which is cool, and this also really cool. I want to thank the Cost CEO Virus, or Alex, for his recommendation about the Haley Strategic Flat Pack, which I didn't realize was really a thing. So I got the knockoff because I'm poor. So I got the knockoff version of that, which is really cool. I mean, it works the same way that the Haley Strategic one works, which is really cool. And then I have I got my spot for my 4M4 mags here in the front. Let's see if I can. Right there in the front, I've got my little flip pouch. With that I have space for a multi-tool too. I had to cut part of the inserts out, which kind of sucks, but I paid $60 for it, so I'm not really going to complain a whole bunch. I've got two of these wings, one on each side. Since I'm left-handed, it's easier for me to reload with my right. So I keep a mag in the right hand pocket and my radio in the left hand pocket, so it's comfortable, it fits, it works. Also, there was no great spot to mount the PTT, so I kind of just hijacked one of these elastic bands to put it in. I mean, it holds, it does well, so I'm not gonna complain a whole bunch. And lastly, the drop pouch. I have my medic shears in here. I've got a cat tourniquet attached to the bottom. And then here I have my dead rag, a notebook for taking notes, a pencil, and some zip ties. I need to restock the zip ties though. Yeah, so that's kind of it for in here. Bandages, because American MilSim requires you to have 2 bandages at least. You can carry more, but you can only get revived twice. There was no good spot on this plate carrier for me to put bandages, as you can kind of see. So what I did was I put red highlight tape for car detailing, for car decals and stuff. I put that on one of the zippers, and in here, in this zipper pouch, is where I keep my bandages for American MilSim. And they'll always stay there, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, that's my micro chest rig for most American MilSim games. Okay, so this one is a little newer. This is my replica, like cheap replica knockoff Cry JPC 2.0. So I have it. I've got it all set up. I've got the backpack. I've got the med pouch. I've got the grenade pouch. This is my main plate carrier. Come on, focus. Focus. Hello, focus. Can't get you to focus. Why won't you focus? Focus on, there we go. So this is my Cry JPC 2.0, my knockoff. It's a WP something. I don't know. I got it from Airsoft GI. I don't know why that's so hard for me to remember. Anyway, replace the shoulder pads. Got some HSGI shoulder pads. They're really nice. I love them. Real comfortable. I've got the One Tigris. I can't see it. I got the One Tigris quick detach system on here, so I can just, once I finish my AK loadout, once I get the rest of the parts for it, I'll be able to just hot swap between my M4 and my AK, which is really cool. But you know, it's the standard system, just Velcro, you know, and then clip. It's easy. It's as easy as that. So it's really cool. I love it. I haven't field tested it with American MilSim stuff yet, but I'm going to. Actually, I think I'm gonna field test this at Broken Home 10 this year in Oklahoma. But that's beside the point. To continue around, I have my starter mag on some modified JPC quick release. Quick release. I've modified it. I've taken the whole, whatever you want to call it, the Velcro patch off, the Velcro panel off, and it's all just quick release. Both sides. It's really easy, on and off, simple, perfect. That's on my right side. On my left side, I have my radio, which I have the router cable sent back here, so the antenna sticks up. My PTT, which is wound. It's over here. This is my multi-tool, because airsofters should always have multi-tools. It's great for quick repairs, or even at Central Front. At some point we ran into an issue where some UFS players had zip-tied our flag to the bottom of the pole for no reason. Anyway, multi-tool, perfect use for that. We were able to cut the zip ties, raise our flag, score the points, and move on. Farther around, I have my med pouch on here. It's a simple, you know, same kind of dealio. I got both bandages, so that's, you know, there. I've got the Ido Gear JPC 2.0 backpack. You can see it's got the zipper like most JPC stuff does. I've noticed that the backpack is slightly, or at least the zippers on the backpack are slightly shorter than the zippers on the plate carrier. I don't know what that's about. I guess I'll never know. I've got a single grenade pouch, just because I had it laying around from something that I had bought from years back. So I was just like, in case one of my buddies needs a grenade, I have one that they can use. And speaking of buddies, I have a buddy mag pouch back here, and this is where I keep an extra one, typically one exactly like this, so I know it's mine. And I just put it back here, and I just leave it there. And if any of my friends, you know, black out on ammo or anything, they can just yoink, use it in their guns. Yeah, the backpack, you know, your standard. I think it's the same design as the Cry Precision one. You know, you've got space for your hydration pouch. I would have mine in here, however, mine broke, and I have yet to replace it. I probably should do that before Broken Home in October. That would not be a great op to not have any water. In the backpack, though, I have poncho. I picked a clear one just because it was easier than trying to hunt down a green one. I've got glow sticks or chem lights, and a few plastic carabiners for bits and bops that need, you know, carabining, I guess. I don't know, I don't even think that's a word. In this flag pouch, I have a battery pack. I keep it in a plastic bag so no water gets in it. I've got 2 AA's, 2 AAA's, 2 CR123s and a spare battery for my head cam, but I haven't been using it lately, so I can imagine that battery is dead. I've actually been thinking about upgrading because I have a cheap, like $40 one from Amazon. I think I'm gonna upgrade to an actual GoPro one of these days. I just have to find the right one for the right price. That's all. Battle belt. I forgot one thing. It's been quite a while, but on my battle belt I have, don't know what that's about. Gloves, obviously, in the front. I have a mid-drop pouch. This is a knockoff Safariland. It's really cool. I like it. My buddy, Space Goon, he runs with us a lot. He's typically our medic in our squad of aces and eights. He's got a Glock, so every once in a while I'll just hand him my gun in this, and he'll hand me his, and we'll just both like swap for like 10-15 minutes and then just swap back in the middle of the game. Going up the belt farther, I have my fast mag, I guess mag holder. I don't know. It's a cheap, shitty one from Amazon. I run, as you probably noticed, I run Banff mags from Evic. They're 190 round Banff mags, which is great because it's almost a high cap, but it's not quite a high cap. They feed excellently. The only issue is they don't fit well in this magazine thing. It bends. It bends in the middle. It just fits weird, and it's kind of a tight fit. Only complaint. I think I might change it out here in a few months when I get a little bit more financially not stable. I don't know. I'll replace it at some point. Next, gotta have electrical tape. Got electrical tape on paracord on a clip. That's it. Dump pouch. I've started reinserting magazines back into their spots, so I haven't really had a use for this much lately. Every once in a while when we play a game at our local field in Bing or in Alton, Illinois, we'll be required to run small items back to fob. So this is good for that. I don't have to carry it. I don't have to, have somebody open my bag, put it in my bag, and then when I get back to the fob, somebody go through my bag and get it out. This is great for moving stuff like that. Small stuff. Anyway, moving on, I have an IFAC. Now this is almost a fully functional IFAC. I'm missing one or two things. I'm not gonna, bust heads or complain about it. It's almost a complete IFAC, which is good because, you never know when there's an emergency situation, and having and not needing is better than needing and not having, right? So I've got Band-Aids, I've got a spare set of rubber gloves in case stuff gets really nasty. I've got some medical tape. I think I've got some of those instant sutures, the ones where you put on either side of the cut and then pull closed. I think I've got some of them in there. I don't really remember what all is in here. I haven't been through here in like 5 or 6 months, so I should probably go through this again. But anyway, that is all of my gear. Let's move on to guns, shall we? So first up is my Elite Force 1911 TAC. I have a little thread protector on here and I can't take it off for some reason, but that's okay. It's modified, if you haven't noticed. There is no safety. I've removed the safety and replaced it with a zip tie on both sides. It doesn't really come in much contact with either side of my hand. I put the flat side on this because, tactics. I've also shaved in a little spot right here, you can kind of see, for your thumb whenever, lock the slides back, and and the magazine's in, you can easily drop the mag without having too much of an issue. Other than that, it is just a stock Elite Force 1911 tack. I like it. Next up is my pride and joy, probably. It's been kind of a long road to get to this point, but I appreciate the journey that I've been along, whatever you want to call it. This is my Crytac Trident. I bought the SPR model. So if you don't know, the SPR model is a quote-unquote DMR length rifle, or a designated marksman rifle carbine length. I was told many times by many people that an M4 will never be a DMR. Well, if it's 500 FPS, locked to semi, and shoots 350 feet and hits a dime, to me that's a DMR, but whatever. This is my Mark 18. Yeah, so I got the SPR. I had this and everything that came with it was from a Matrix Sportline M4, which is kind of a cheap, it was like $125 or something because it was on sale on eVic. Yeah, so I got all of this from that. Tech box, foregrip. I got a knockoff T1 from Amazon or eBay or something, I don't remember. Changed the hand, changed the pistol grip, so it's, you know, not the standard Crytac one, but it does match the whole flat dark earth look that I have going for this. So that's pretty much the inside, or on the outside. The inside is a Max Pro hop-up unit, which I am so happy that I got. Yeah, so it's a Max Pro hop-up Prometheus purple bucking. It's the flat hop version. So this is a flat hopped gun. Right now it's set to 4.5, and I can drill a bucket at 70 to 80 yards perfectly with 2 O's at a 4.5. So I don't need to hop up much. Some of that ability might come with the fact that my buddy actually gave me his old inner barrel. He had a VFC Avalon that he took the inner barrel out of and put in a Prometheus Type bore. Well, the stock inner barrel in his gun was a Type bore barrel, so we didn't really need to do, holy shit, didn't really need to do that modification, so he gave it to me. But this is how far out the end of the barrel that, you know, it sits, so it's that far up the suppressor, which is a lot farther. I'd never looked, so it was a lot farther than I had initially thought. But yeah, I love this thing now. It shoots super accurately. I think we tested it up to 100 feet, and again, just drilling with 2 O's, really, which is just wild. But you know, that is what it is, my man, my guy. But yeah, so that's all my MilSim gear. That's my MilSim gear for year 2021. I'm hoping that when I run with aces and eights the next few times, I'll get more ideas for gear and more better suggestions and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to spending more time with Virus and Origami, the XO and the CO of the Cost, as well as Springer, Beyonce, Squishy, everyone else. Gearhead of Ace, my buddy Gearhead was actually inducted in Wisconsin last month for Northern Front, which was really cool. I'm so happy for him. But yeah, I'm excited to see where the season takes me from here. Unfortunately, I'll only be able to make Broken Home 10 this year. due to grad school starting and not really knowing anything beyond October, I don't know how that's going next year in 2022. I'm going to try to go to Iron Horse. We'll see how that goes. Again, not entirely sure when school starts for that, so we'll just have to see. But yeah, that's my loadout and my gear for American MilSim. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. I'm not gonna ask you to subscribe because you can if you want. But on that note, I do hope to see you guys on the field for more American MilSim events. So I will catch you later. Peace.